I'm Sherry Artesi.
I'm Gigi McDonnell, and welcome to This Week on Inside APD.
This week in APD News. We are looking for a driver involved in a fatality crash from last week. A 64-year-old man died Monday night from his injuries he received while attempting to cross the street at Collins and Division. The man had just left the Quick Trip convenience store and was using a stand-up motorized scooter when he was struck by a vehicle traveling northbound on Collins Street. Based on evidence at the scene, investigators are looking for a metallic blue General Motors sedan, possibly a 2006 to 2010 Chevy Impala. Anyone with information is to call traffic investigator Sean Bridges at 817-459-5635. We also want to highlight great police work from our East District. Officers responded to a robbery in progress call at a nightclub. Police units were already in the area when the call went out, and 3 suspects were detained near the offense location after trying to flee on foot. Investigation revealed the 3 suspects assaulted and robbed the victim in the parking lot as he was exiting his vehicle. The suspects were arrested. Great job. Finally, let's recognize Dr. Martin Luther King's celebration that occurred this past weekend. The Arlington celebration featured community awards, youth scholarships, a step show competition, multicultural festival, spoken word, and a worship service. Hundreds made Monday, January 21st, a day of service. Volunteers were out in neighborhoods, working at Mission Arlington and in community gardens. The celebration also paid tribute to military veterans and their families with the opportunities fair and breakfast at UT Arlington. Zhivonni, tell me what is your role with the department?
I work in personnel recruiting, and now I'm currently in the media office.
Tell us about what exactly is First Responders Appreciation Day.
Well, Sherry, I'm so glad that we're talking about this today because it has been such an awesome event that I've been a part of. It's been a lot of planning involved. Obviously, this is the book that I have. It took 6 months of planning, so there's a lot of stuff that was involved with this event. It actually started last June when the Cowboys reached out to us. They were interested to see if we would help coordinate the event since they're going to host it. They've never done anything like this before. They've done the Military Appreciation Day, but they've never done anything to this magnitude of First Responder Appreciation Day.
Wow, it sounds like y'all put a lot of effort into making a successful event. About how many agencies were involved?
After we set up the plazas, it was then time to rehearse. I mean, these officers, 600 officers, okay, 600 officers all together at one time. They don't know each other. We never even practiced one time. We don't know exactly what's going on until we got there on the field that day. So we started to rehearse for the halftime presentation, and it was amazing just to see how everything unfolded. I mean, it was a sight to see of people, you know, making some little bit of mishaps, but we all fixed it all in the end. And like I said, it was a long day, and then they had several hours to wait until actually the pregame show started.
Wonderful. I know a lot went into the planning process for this event. Tell us a little bit about the pregame ceremony.
You know, the pregame ceremony was amazing. There were so many things involved to make it so special. The Cowboys wanted to do something really unique and special to a firefighter and 2 of our officers that were killed in line of duty. Firefighter Don Hogg from Arlington Fire Department and Officer Craig Story and Officer Jillian Smith, they wanted to honor their families on the field. So right before the pregame ceremony, they had all the families come on the field. The fire department and the police department gave each of one of the family members a commemorative plaque for the First Responder Appreciation Day, and the Cowboys gave the family a football that was signed and autographed by the Cowboys. What was really neat as well is that the mascot from the Dallas Cowboys, which was Rowdy, he actually had a police escort from our officers, our motor officers, Toby Douglas and Dick Hill. They actually rode their motorcycles on the field. Rowdy was on a 3-wheeler, and with lights and sirens going on, and they had a police escort to the center field, and they really got the crowd going. For the national anthem, it was sung by the Dallas Police Choir, and there was also a combined honor guard, which featured the Customs Border Patrol, along with the Arlington Fire Department and Arlington Police Department. And just to top it off, we had a flyover from Texas DPS just to start the evening, and this was just a little taste of what the halftime presentation was going to be all about.
That's really neat.
Yes, it was.
Really
It really was. It was really exciting, and it was getting everyone all pumped up about what's going to be happening next.
Okay, Zhivonni.
Yes.
You have to tell me about the halftime show.
Well, this is the most exciting part of the whole event, and after all the waiting around that we did from 10:30 in the morning to about 9 o'clock at night, it was our time. It was time for the first responders to shine on the center stage, which was the field. We started with a pipe and drum, and which was made up of the Border Patrol, along with some firefighters in the North Texas region. And they had actually practiced the night before and a couple nights just to get everything all together. So they started doing their pipes and drums and taking the center field, and they were playing Amazing Grace. At that point, 34 honor guards started to proceed on the field and just line the field. As that's going on, 600 officers from the wings walked onto the sidelines and lined up, waiting for their turn to walk onto the field. As they're playing Amazing Grace, there was a slideshow presentation. And during that slideshow presentation, all the officers were in salute because it was a tribute to the fallen first responders that from the agencies that participated in the First Responder Appreciation Day. So it was our way of saying thank you for your sacrifice. After the Amazing Grace, the pipes and drum then went into another song. And at that point, I mean, it just gives me goosebumps just thinking about it. All of the officers started to walk on the field at once. And they were in formation. And just to see the crowd's response was amazing. Because people were celebrating first responders. And then they started doing a sing-along with the Dallas Police Choir had 2 female singers singing God Bless America, and it got the whole stadium singing with them. So it was just an amazing event, and it just felt so good that I was part of that event. And it really brought home what the first responders means to people. It really hit home. Hello again, my name is Officer Zhivonni McDonnell with the Media Office. It is my pleasure to update you on all of our social media platforms. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, subscribe to us on Nixle, watch us on YouTube. I invite you to join our conversation 24/7, 365.